Hey, Hope. I'm still messing around with the controls. That's why I started 2 minutes early so I could try to see what I'm doing here. I'm I'm not really familiar with how to use the live setup, and I'm using OBS. I don't know if you're familiar with that, if you use that for your live. Probably not because you do it from your phone, huh? But anyway, I'm trying to pop out my chat and get that up on my screen so I know where you guys are. And the YouTube screen isn't in current time, so then I have to pop out my other screen. I'm so interesting, ain't I, guys? Hello, everyone. Hello, Fellowship of the Green, Mrs. Trish, Kristen Rad, Stringfield Ridge Farm, Hope's Homestead, Valerie DeBoard, Dinah Lucas, JM in the Nut House, my new best friend. We talked for 2 hours. 2 hours. Do you realize that? J&A Golden Pyrenees, Fellowship of the Green, Haywire Homestead, Pia Hess, Corey, Kiri, Browncoat Homestead. Lovely. Thank you all for joining us. I love this. This is so much fun. I don't really know what I'm doing tonight. I'm here though. Hi, June. How are you? Thank you for all your help last night with my little fatso. Fatso is my kitty, for those of you that don't know. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Tim. Sorry, Tom Deering and ATW6 Wonders. I think I've gotten everybody in a hello in there. I might miss some, and I apologize for that. It's weird looking at myself, looking at the screen, looking up, trying to. All right, I should put my chat up there. Then it looks like I'm looking up at you guys better, huh? So yeah, last night was kind of scary. Thank goodness that June Gall was there to help me. We had a cat that was having a pretty bad seizure for over an hour, and she was able to help me through it and give him the right medicine to help it get better. And he's doing much better today, June. He's really tired. He's not acting like a playful kitty like he usually does. He's just cuddling up to the ancient Great Dane and sleeping with her. But he's walking fine. His dilation is normal. All of the seizure symptoms have subsided. So, is that the right word? But it was a scary moment. One of the things that was scary for me during that time was not knowing what was happening to my baby, my cat. It's a young cat. It's 2 years old. But it was sudden and it was scary, and the last time I saw an animal have seizures like that, it was when one of my goats had seizures in the death throes that I witnessed and saw, and I didn't know if he was gonna live. From the minute it started to the minute it was over, I was unsure if he was going to be with us still at the end. So that was kind of scary, but he's doing good now, and hopefully he won't have any more. So we'll see. I don't know if Ryan's going to join us much tonight. He's got a grumpy baby Liam. Liam didn't really get his full nap in, so he woke up. He woke up too early.
Hi, everybody.
And if anybody has any questions, please put them in all caps. Otherwise, when the chat starts moving fast, I have a hard time seeing them and I miss them. Pia Hess, you said you had a Manx that had seizures. That's a cat, correct? A cat breed? I love, I think that's one of the breeds that I've looked at that I really love. I was talking to a vet today that said that cats don't have seizures. It's extremely, extremely rare. You can come to Mama. So it's definitely not a common thing. So I don't know how or why it happened, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not going to happen again. Right, Ryan?
Right.
You can come forward more. I could probably move back more too. Maybe not. I guess I have a wall behind me. That looks good. The light's hitting you. You look good. He looks good all the time, doesn't he?
I don't need makeup, powder.
No, this isn't the real film industry that you're used to.
That's right. It's not the film industry. Okay.
Pia Hess says, "Hi, sweet baby." Can you say hi? No, he's too tired to say hi. Sam Stevens is here. The Music Well is here. Deb Kettleson. Looks like we got. I think I've mentioned everybody else's names. If I have missed you, I apologize.
Ooh. At W6 Wonders. That's a good name for your question, because at W6 Wonders, what did you guys have for dinner tonight? Well, it was phenomenal. I didn't cook it, but
You want to come say hi?
Rose did.
Yeah, I was gonna make a barbacoa style pork roast and not beef. And I went to go start putting the dry rub on to put it in the Instant Pot, and realized I was completely out of cumin. So I could not make it without the cumin. So I just put some of my Portuguese seasoning on it and cooked it in the Instant Pot. And we had tacos with it. So we had bok choy as our lettuce or cabbage. You know, instead of doing lettuce, I was going to do cabbage slaw on top. But when I cut open my cabbage, it had like black lines on the inside. And I was like, I'm not using that. So we used the bok choy that we got. That was really nice organic bok choy. It was really, really good condition. And we had avocado, lime, cilantro.
That Carolina barbecue sauce.
Well, it's a vinegar.
Vinegar.
But yeah, it was delicious.
I had
and we
three
had
of them.
and
I pigged out. I had 3 of them.
And a side of black beans. I was gonna make rice, but I was like, we got wraps. We don't need that much starch. Yeah. What are you doing? Haywire Homestead said, my new baby goats have both gained over a pound since they were born on Monday. That's awesome. That mama goat looks like she's doing a really good job. I know she seems like she's really done well.
JM at the Nut House, how's the snow and cold weather? Today was actually quite mild.
It was warm.
Most of the snow has melted where the sun could touch it. The places where it is in the shade still, there's still some snow, but we got to about 50 today. And tomorrow we're going to be in the mid-50s, and by Monday they're saying we're going to be in the 60s. So that's Georgia for you in the winter.
Yeah, that's the truth. Claudia Lomelli. Liam had something to say about it too. Claudia Lomelli said, hello, I love your passion for taking such good care of your animals. Thank you. I definitely have a passion for making sure that they are healthy and good, and it's a big deal to me. And all of my animals are like family members. Vanessa Crabtree asked, at what point in your goat's gestation do you start feeding the goods? Do you mean by grain? So I like to feed them grains the last 2 months of the pregnancy. But the funny thing is that I like to dry them off the last 2 months of the pregnancy. So most of the time, they are still on grains from lactation. So the lactation grain turns into pregnancy grain, usually. I have quite a few that dry it off early, and they just get a little snack of grains in the morning. What are you trying to reach?
Stickers. Which one?
Thank you for coming, Lady B, the hopeful homesteader. Glad to have you here. And Lusanne, Therapy Gardening. I'm trying to make sure I greet that 1870s homestead. Glad to have you all. If I miss you, I am so sorry.
I don't know what you want. Oh, which one do you want?
Oh, thank you, June. She says, I hope it doesn't happen again too soon. You've been through a lot with your animal family members. So true, yes. And I just really hope that this was a one-time occurrence and he doesn't have that seizure again, because that was pretty scary. Excuse me. Hello, Angie's Pantry. Glad that you could make it. Fellowship of the Green, getting started on homestead and creating essence. Drend. I think those are all the new ones that have arrived since I've last called everybody's names out. Okay, ATW6 Wonders. I want to come someday to try your soup. What does Ryan like to cook the best?
Good question.
I know the answer for that.
What would be your answer?
Your barbecue sauce and your barbecue on the grill.
Yep.
Smoked meat on the grill with your... This guy makes the best homemade barbecue sauce you will ever taste.
It's not that good.
Yes, it is. I tell him he should bottle it and sell it. He is that good. It is amazing. And anybody who's had it, which is a lot of our friends, because I make him make it when we do our annual bonfire. So a lot of our friends have had it. We didn't do our annual bonfire this year. I just thought about that. That's sad. Yes, we got all of the goats wormed. They're looking good. I thought I saw some tapeworm in one of their poops. So I will be redoing the Formula 1. Normally the Formula 1 is only done every 6 to 8 weeks. And then I keep them on the weekly Formula 2. But I don't know who did it. I wish I could pinpoint whose it was. But fecal exams don't usually show tapeworm. So it's hard to pinpoint that one. Sorry, I am trying to scroll. I just missed a whole bunch.
JM at the Nut House says Mrs. Suck will enjoy the warm. I'm sure you meant duck, right? You capitalized the S, that's why I thought it was funny. She will, though.
I didn't grow the bok choy this time. Actually, most of the stuff in our garden is probably dead. This cold temperatures, nothing probably survived. But it was on sale at our local market, so I definitely grabbed that up. Rainstorm coming for Sunday in Berkeley, California. May snow, very rare for us. Pia has, that's incredible. That would be so neat. I hope you get lots of pictures of it if it does snow. It's weird when it snows somewhere where we're not used to it. It's a lot more fun, I think, for us. Brandy or Southern Comfort for elderberry tincture? Ooh, good question, June. Most of my tinctures I make with grain alcohol to make sure that it preserves it. Brandy doesn't have as much alcohol in it as Southern Comfort, so I'd probably go with the Southern Comfort if those were your two choices. Emma, I'm so glad that you joined us all the way from Sweden. That is really great.
I would love to visit Sweden one day.
Get to the farm. CZ Horses is here with us. K-Sleb. Anybody else I missed? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through these comments. I'm way behind, I can tell.
Kelly PB.
Another Sweden person. Sorry, go ahead.
Says the dog, I bet, gave the tapeworm. I doubt that because we didn't have the dog when we first saw any evidence of any kind of tapeworm, right?
No. We saw the dog's tapeworm first.
Oh.
Dog tapeworms are not transferable to goats.
Okay.
It's a different species of tapeworm. Hey, Hickory Hill Homestead, how are you? I'm glad you stopped in. I know you've got a house full over there, so thank you for thinking of us and stopping in. Mrs. Trish says, do you think new baby goats will be all right in barn tonight in North Georgia? 32 tonight. It depends on how well mom's taking care of them. if she's cuddling up with them, you probably should be okay. I would think. ATW6 wonders, Ryan, I tried your ice bucket in a trash can, and I had the ice bucket shaped for about 2 weeks. My goodness, where
That's
are
awesome.
you, Wonders? That's cold.
They don't ever stick around that long for us.
Yeah, reminder, everybody give the video a thumbs up. Give it a like.
This time, for this cold spell, I actually made sure I left every single bucket inside the barn so they did not ice over as much, so less work for us and less waste. So I didn't really have any ice buckets this time.
Dione C? Is that how it's pronounced? From Northern Australia. That's a long ways off. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. And yes, our cat does seem to be doing better. He's recovering. Thank God. It was a very scary moment. Chickens, I think, can get tapeworm.
They can.
Yeah, it's our chickens have been really healthy all along. We've not had any parasite issues. I actually don't deworm them at all.
And their feed actually has diatomaceous earth in it, so that kind of helps prevent these things.
Does it? Does it? That's the question.
It's not foolproof, but it does.
Hello, part-time permies. Glad you could make it. Nova Scotia, Canada. That's a long ways away and cold. No wonder why you had an entire trash can. My goodness. Sam Stevens asked, where do you get your wormer, Rose? I get my wormer from Molly's Herbal. I've been using that consistently. You have to use any herbal dewormer consistently. I hope that this isn't bothering anybody, that it's making it hard to hear me because he's too cute. I can't hush him. But Molly's Herbal is who I like to use for first choice. I've used the one on Amazon. It's a herbal dewormer. I want to say it's Granny's or Grammy's Best or something like that. My mom sent it to me once from Amazon. And then what's the other? I was just talking about the other one. There's quite a few out there, and they all have pretty much the same ingredients. Are very healthy, very good stuff. Worked for a vet, and he said tapeworms can be transferred, so that's what I got. Interesting. I actually, in a video, blamed the dog for the goats getting parasites, possibly, because that was what I was thinking. But then I was like, wait, no, that's not true. They can't, because I knew I had read. When I was doing the video, I wasn't thinking about that they were different parasites. But then afterwards, I was like, somebody made a comment, and I was like, oh yeah, I knew that. But now that you're saying that, now I'm questioning what I really know. I'm glad you're having dinner with us. Ramen noodle test number 2. Part-time Permies makes their own pasta, and it's amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
And they have been nice enough to share it with us on numerous occasions because they love us, because we love them. But as long as you don't have Ryan cook it and have him oversalt the water, you're good.
That's not fair.
Well,
I followed the instructions.
I told her about it. I told her, I was like, maybe, heavily salted isn't the right term. Yes, chickens can get tapeworms, says CZ Horses. So thank you for that information. I figured they could. I was thinking that we had somebody tell us they saw it in their chicken's poop at one point. Daisy a day, you're from Michigan and here in Georgia. Glad to have you here. I'm from Massachusetts originally, so it's kind of the same, right? Northerner in the South. Michigan is expecting blizzard-like conditions on Monday, says Daisy a day. Woo. Creating Essence asks, how old is Liam? You'd think he was 1 by the way he acts, right? He's 2. Yeah, he's 2, but he's acting like silly right now, so he's pretending to be a little more baby-like. He is a little bit more baby-like, though, because Mama babied him. He should be my last baby, so he should be. So he gets a lot more babying. I'm not gonna let him live that one down, Cindy, if that's you or both of you. I don't know. It was really salty.
I still ate it.
But you know what though? We keep our salt in a jar, and we unscrew the lid and take some out of the jar and sprinkle it on the food or what have you. He took the jar, and it's pink Himalayan salt. I don't know if you use that. It's a little bit more clumpy than I think regular table salt, and he was shaking it out of the jar. So I think a clump that was too big fell into the water. Driandy? Is that how I say it? Have you ever had to deal with polio or listeria on your farm? No, I luckily have not had either of those issues yet. I do know that you have to do quick and consistent treatment for both of those. You're going to want to get vitamin B complex or thiamine would be best, and start treating right away. And penicillin, I think, for one of them too. And there is a really, really good effective protocol that I've seen work for a lot of other farmers, and it's on Successful Goating with Rosie. Shh. Successful Goating with Rosie. It's a Facebook group. They have a list of albums that they treat like files, because instead of having like a sheet of stuff listed, it's like a picture of the stuff listed, and it has the treatment protocol for polio and listeria that are very effective for most people. How many roosters do we have? We have at least one in each chicken tractor, and then we have Red, who's our only free-range animal, except for Miss Duck, of course. And he's the only one that's free-range, because when we first caught all of our chickens, he was uncatchable. He was a ninja, so we said, all right, fine, you get to stay out. Kelly B, I was also concerned about cleaning the dog's area to get rid of the tapes. What I was thinking is that once I know that they're all taken care of, now I haven't seen any more tapes in her poop, but once I know that it's all gone, everybody's going to move out of that area and be on a fresh piece of ground, so that if there's anything left behind, it won't reinfect them.
Okay.
Ryan's got to go run.
I will be right back.
Rowan refused to eat when we all ate, and now he's saying he wants his food. And even though all of the taco fixins were left out for him, he doesn't want to make his own. Poor baby. Poor baby. Liam had a sour cream sandwich with his taco. He took a tortilla, put sour cream in it, and put another tortilla on top, and ate it like a sandwich. And then he ate about 3 pounds of avocado and just a few bites of black beans. He loves some avocado. Oh, where'd it go? I missed. Sorry, whenever I try to scroll down, it jumps, and I have to scroll back up again. Any questions? Jam in the Nut House says, I cut the cane this morning, and they have notes about 2.5 to 3 inches. I am so excited. I'm going to get some sugar cane. I have been wanting it. I was going to order it from Deep South Homestead, but I didn't have the money. And I was just like, I can't. As much as I want to grow it myself, I just can't put $25 into an experimental fun thing to grow. It would have to be for food items. Oh, Deb, I hope that the freezing rain and snow misses you too. 50s tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow here too. And 60s on Monday, I heard. I'm like, what? It was just so cold. We were 0-degree wind chill. There are 44 here. Thumbs up, please. Thank you, Roadside Dan. Everybody get your likes and thumbs up in there on the video. It helps us to be seen by more people. Gets the word out about all of our good family stuff. Good evening, Bumblebee Junction. How are you? Are you getting lots of views? Everybody go watch a playlist for Bumblebee Junction. We have a lot of people in our YouTube family that are really struggling with the new YouTube rules. You've probably already seen videos about it, so I won't go into a bunch of details, but you now have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time in the past year to get monetized. So a lot of people who were right on the edge or even already monetized are getting cut off from any income from YouTube. So if you see any channels that you love with lower subscribers, try to get other people to subscribe to them. If you see lower views, try to watch more of their views. Even if you just open a tab on your computer and press play on a playlist. I've been doing that for a lot of channels lately just to help them get higher views. Trindad, y'all deserve so many more subscribers. Of all the homesteaders, I just love y'all's channel. Do you have any future additions that you would like to add to your livestock? Thank you for that really kind comment. Yeah, our subscriber numbers are weird because they don't grow as fast as other channels, it looks like. Like we'll be like on the same level as a channel that's putting out very similar content, and they'll just go zooming right past us with the number of subscribers, and we just kind of dwindle. We just kind of slowly creep up, but we're doing well, and I'm not disappointed in our numbers by any means, but it is interesting that we are slower to grow. But you know what I was thinking the other day, though, and I said to one of my friends, is our quality of subscribers is very high. You guys, I don't know if this is making me look at you. You guys are amazing. Your comments, your participation, everything. It's definitely worth it, I think, to grow slow and have quality friends. So, are we going to add to our livestock? Ryan's not in the room. Yeah, we're going to get some quail. We're going to hatch them out, and maybe we can get another milk goat, and maybe I always want to add to the livestock. But as far as new species of livestock, quail. We were supposed to have quail last year. Our partridge were supposed to be quail, and they're not. But that's a long story. You probably could watch a video on it. What do you think about giving apple cider vinegar to your dog for worms? Does it work? Do you know? Do you time ACV to your goats, chickens? That probably means do you give? Yes, we give apple cider vinegar to all of our animals. We're not consistent about it like we should be, but we do tend to add it to the water. We should add it to the water all the time, but we're not, like I said, we're not very consistent about it. But yes, apple cider vinegar is really good for them, for worms and all kinds of boosting the immune system. Oh, June, I'm sorry you have to go. Oh, you're so sweet. She's such a good woman, y'all. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for your help with Fatso last night. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't there for me, because it was a scary, scary time. There was a bunch of comments that I missed. American Homestead sells sugarcane seeds. Ooh, that's interesting. Part-Time Permy says, I have the playtime but not the subs yet. Anybody who's not subscribed to Part-Time Permies, I give a huge thumbs up to their channel. Love their channel. I try not to miss any of their live shows on Sunday night when they do their herb of the week or whatever. And, I mean, they're just great. How many animals do you have altogether? Ooh, Emma, that's a loaded question. At one point, last year, I counted all of our animals, and we had 101. And we have more than that now. So, but that includes chickens. You got to remember, chicken math. There's a lot of them out there. You just keep adding to them. Which reminds me, I need to talk to Ryan about what we're going to order this year. Everyone watch a favorite person's playlist. That's right. If you leave your computer on during the day, all you got to do is open another tab, press play on a playlist, and that person's going to be getting the views that they need. 80% of your viewers are not subbed. Wow, part-time permies, that's hard. Whew. Make sure that you add at the end of every video, please subscribe. If you're not already saying that, but saying it to remind people again to subscribe is really, really a valuable tool. Hello, Trisha from Willow Creek Homestead. She's hiding in the bathroom to say hi because she has company. That's awesome. Now that's loyalty right there.
Hi, Trisha.
Say hi, Trisha. Lady B, the Hopeful Homestead said, I'll go sub them after you are all finished and watch them. I'm so close with my subs. Still need lots of watch time. All right, you guys hear that? Lady B, the Hopeful Homesteader, go sub her. You won't regret it. It's really, really good to support as many of these channels that are so close as we can. They have 30 days to get the right amount of subs and hours before they're going to have their monetization dropped. And then the other channels that are struggling to get close enough to get monetized need your help too. So just remember, all those little channels need you. I can't see this. What did I miss? Wait. Oh, bees. Who said bees? Roadside Dan said bees. Let me come back to that. Let me go back up. Make sure I didn't miss any. Bobblehead and our channel keep leapfrogging each other in sub numbers. Yes, Bobblehead Homestead's another great one to go sub to. Kelly B. Fam is excited to see the color of her headband. I'm assuming Trisha's sending you one your way. She's had fun making those for everyone. Agree. Quality, not quantity. It will come as words get out more from and more for y'all. True. So true. Kelly B. Fam, wormwood is good for worms. Yes, it is. I hope to grow some this year. I have a friend who's starting a lot of unique things from seed, and she is gonna grow some. Roadside Dan, bees. Yes, we had bees. And so we already have all the equipment, and we are getting bees again. So I just need to find somebody close enough to me that has them available. That was my problem this spring, was nobody had any, and I couldn't get any. So hopefully, cross your fingers, guys. I really, really, really enjoyed having bees the year that we had them. Bye! We're not going yet.
I wish I just didn't have to watch them from a distance because I'm allergic. Not in the life-threatening allergic kind, but I'm the allergic that literally, if I get stung on my hand, my whole arm swells up to the elbow. It's bad when I get stung. It hurts really bad.
Thank you, June. I appreciate that, and I will contact you if I need anything at all. How much water in the dog's water? Ryan, how much do you add? I just go glug glug glug. You know.
Like
how much do you add to Leela's water bowl?
That holds 6 quarts, and I put 3 capfuls of the vinegar bottle. It's not a
That's
proper.
all?
Yeah. I don't want it to be overly vinegared.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that some animals, if it's too vinegary, they won't drink the water, and you gotta find that happy balance in what they will drink. I know I've had cats that turn their nose up at vinegar water, even when they were supposed to have it.
Smell their water when you put it in, and if it's too overwhelming, then it might be too much.
Hello, Noah's Ark 1962. What is the holy cow in reference to? I missed it. I'm sorry. Blessed Farm, glad to have you. Wish y'all were close to us. We are having our first seed swap at the end of February, and we are praying it goes well. We are making videos all together the way until the event. God bless. That sounds like fun. I need to set up a seed swap for us locally. I don't know that there's enough people locally, but it would be a lot of fun. I'm addicted to seeds. I really love seeds, as a lot of you know, especially Jam at the house knows, because we talked for 2 hours about seeds the other day. All right, Barbara Webb says, if you wormed your goats, can you still add apple cider to their water? Absolutely. That's the beauty of doing things naturally, is you can combine all of the things that help prevent worms, including rotational grazing. I think that's a huge one. Ah, oh, I just had a window pop up over my chat. Hey, pickers, how are you? Glad you could join us. We are definitely doing bees this year. I already answered that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Thank you. He is a cute kid. He is just a little hyperactive right now. He didn't get a full nap, and now Rowan's being cute and funny with his dad. I'm glad you guys are all going and subbing these channels. This is really important to me to help other people. We have a small homestead YouTubers group for channels under 1,000 that I joined when I was under 1,000, and there has been so much community help in there, and it's just been so beautiful. Hopefully we won't have another ice bucket challenge, Wonders.
You know,
I'm ready for the spring weather to be here.
I put them all in the barn so they wouldn't freeze, but next time maybe just for you, I'll try to do another one if it gets that cold again. Hopefully it doesn't.
Hey, Rocky Brook Farmstead, thanks for joining. Drandy, I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. Will y'all ever have merchandise? We've had a ton of requests for our shirts. The problem is the places I look to order them from, they all require a minimum order, and you have to buy them up front. So I need to look into it more and find a better way of doing it than that, because I can't afford to buy it all up front. But I know that other channels have had it where you can order one at a time, and maybe I need to reach out to them and ask them how they've done it in a more affordable way for them. Bandana Grandma, you had some shirts made, didn't you? How did you just have a couple made at a local place, or what did you do? I'm so glad that you could join us, Bandana. Daisy a day, that's what a wasp did to me last summer. Yeah, I think wasp might be worse for him.
How did the chickens do in the unusual cold? They were fine. I covered them with the frost fabric, and that got a big layer of snow on it, and then I scooped it off. But they stay warm in that. It really does help them.
Kristen Rad says your boys are too cute. You want some? You can borrow them for a little bit. They are cute. They can get a little rambunctious. It's funny because I had, two older kids that were close to the same age as in age to each other, and I swear it wasn't as hard. Having two boys makes a big difference. When I had the boy and the girl, they did not fight as much, but it could also be because I'm older now and probably don't have the energy and patience that I had when I was younger. You have over 100 animals was what the holy cow was for. Sorry, I'm that behind in the chat, ain't I? Aren't I? I love seeds. You're right. Thank you, everyone. I love your genuineness. Hello, guys, from Jill. Thank you, Jill. I do try to keep it real. For real. Ah! This chat just keeps jumping every time I try to lower it down to see the next thing. Yes, Bandana Grandma, you have conference tomatoes from Rose. I can't wait to see how all the seeds I passed out at the conference do for everyone. Liam needs a little guitar. He can sing and entertain. That would be cute. That would be really cute. I have a little drum, but I have it out of their reach for good reasons. Yes, we do have a post office box. Drandy asked about a post office box. It is post office box 333, and that's Grantville, Georgia, 30220. And that is listed in our About section, and it's also listed in the description of every video. We're about to say something.
No, I'm trying to read too. It keeps jumping.
Yeah, whenever I scroll the scroll wheel, it jumps all the way down to the bottom, and I have to scroll back up. Sorry. Bonfire. Diana Lucas says people have been using bonfire for their shirts. Remember that for me.
Okay.
Okay, brain. Okay, outside brain. Remember the word bonfire when I say.
Remembering story.
Heated water bowls is something I've never tried. I don't think it's really that necessary here in Georgia for it to be worth the investment for us, but it would make it easier if there was extra money laying around for that kind of thing. And if I lived in a colder climate, I would definitely have to have it. It would be impossible. Cafe Press and about a dozen from Vistaprint, and I have to ask 14 or 18 for them because they aren't cheap to buy, Bandana Grandma says. That's interesting. Rocky Brook Farmstead asked, how is the copper deficiency going? If any of you have watched the videos, you know that Fancy Chew is copper deficient. Copper deficiency does not rectify or resolve itself quickly. It is a very slow process. So I won't know how it's doing until months from now, honestly. But she is coated now because she was shivering, and that you cannot let a goat shiver. And not just Rose's goats. Anybody's goats should not be shivering. If your goat's shivering, you take that goat's temperature, make sure they have a normal temperature, and then you find out why they're shivering and you make it better. So Ryan installed an awesome Premier One lamp in her stall during this cold spell to make sure she didn't get cold. So that was really helpful. Hello, Backwoods Raised. Glad you could join us. Yeah, everybody that was at the Homestead of America's conference that I could run into and hand out seeds to, go dig out your seeds. It's about time to start them next month for most of you. We are expecting baby goats as early as March 16th, was it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
So the beginning of March is when Sister Ray is due, and Kitty might be due before her. She's looking pretty large. Hi, B-Lady Apiary. Glad you could join us. Anybody has any questions about bees, that is the place to get your answers. And I definitely will be going to them with my questions when we get our bees again this spring. Out of Goshen. They do t-shirts too.
Bonfire. Out of Goshen.
He's my external brain. He's going to remember it all for me. Hey, Leah Floyd. Glad you could join us. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I like to make sure that I mention your names as you come in. So the first winter here, learning about taking care of chickens, it was -15 and we had 3 feet of snow. How did that work out for you? Did you get any frostbite? Did any of them die? I know that some of the other homesteaders channels had said that their chickens died from the cold, and I didn't know that was really a thing. Like, my mom lives in Massachusetts and has had chickens my whole life and never lost one to cold, so I don't, it's kind of weird. Boys, be good. You see Squirt. Wait, that's weird. Squirt, our parrot. He's making noise because the kids are making noise.
A bag of chicken feed. How long does it last for all your chickens?
I don't want to admit.
About 2 days. I usually have to open up another bag, and so it's kind of off. It's not exactly 2 days, but about 2 days, I'd say.
I think it's more like 3. No.
No.
He's the main chicken man, so. Kristen Gibson, the Canadian girl. Good question. Are you still selling elderberry cuttings? I was trying to put together an article about how to take care of elderberry cuttings before I sent them out. I have not had the correct brain function and quiet space. Let's face it, I'm a mom first. But I haven't had a chance to write that article, and I can't take cuttings when it's below freezing. So I will be doing that shortly. Anybody who is already interested in getting the elderberry cuttings and has sent me an email, I have not responded to the emails. But when I receive them, I put a star next to them. So every elderberry cutting email has a star next to them. So I will go back and email everybody all of the information. So if you're interested, just send it to wholesomerootsblog@gmail.com. They do eat a lot more to stay warm in the cold, Noah's Ark. That's true. The chickens are little piggies in the winter. And we do supplement with a lot of other stuff. Kitchen scraps and, you know, if there's anything coming out of the garden. Good for you to be Lady Apiary. That is exactly what we should be doing. Having 4 laptops going, watching 12 channels each. That's so sweet of you. Yes, my garlic are coming up, Bumblebee Junction. They are all coming up. They're about this tall, and I had to cover them with straw before this cold front came in. I mean, I had already covered them with straw, but they came up through the straw, so I covered them again to make sure that I wouldn't lose anybody. I'm so happy about the garlic. Oh no, creating essence. I wish I had known you at that time too at the conference. That would have been fun to meet up with you, but maybe next year. I've already got an invitation from my host family that got us there last year and gave us housing, so I have a place to stay with an awesome family. Out of Goshen did Big Family Homesteads t-shirts.
I don't know what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm trying to read through the comments. I'm not really reading them because I'm trying to get through them quicker. And okay, part-time permie says no chicken deaths here. Rhode Island Red had some frostbite on his big comb, but now have chancellors with small combs, and they do much better. Oh, so you're breeding them because of the smaller comb. That's good thinking. That's really good. Do what works well for your homestead. Avery's, you're in the room. I did not know you were here. I'm glad your internet was good enough for you to come in, even if your brain is never functioning. Oh. Food forest permaculture. I don't know if I said hello when you came in. I apologize. Some of my chickens got frostbite this year. 2 of my beautiful roosters got some frostbite this year. It was record cold snap this year, says Kristen Gibson. We actually have a rooster with some frostbite on his comb, and that's unusual for here. We do sell HEW6 Wonders. Do you sell your chicken eggs? I have my chicken eggs for $2.50, and a few of my customers love my chicken eggs. I mean, yeah. Okay. I do sell the eggs. When we have excess eggs, we sell them for $5 a dozen as non-GMO eggs. So they have a non-GMO diet, so we get that $5. Actually, I was talking to some farmer friends of ours, and they said that all the eggs at the farmer's market are $5 a dozen or more. and they're not even non-GMO. So I probably could get more at the farmers markets here. Hopefully we'll be going to the farmers market, or I will be with the boys by myself. Panic moment. Fear, fear, don't let it overcome me. Oh gosh, I love you guys. I know that I can just be myself with you. Sherilyn Stanfield, hello Rose and family. Sorry I'm late, but better late than never, right? That is right. And we're caught up in the chat.
Oh my goodness.
Yay! 43 watching. How many thumbs up do we have? I can't see that. Somebody tell me how many thumbs up we got. Go over there. Check the thumbs up. If it's not thumbs up for you, thumb it up. Thumb it up. See the boys trying to thumb it up?
I'm looking around for more thumbs up, and I'm not
Rowan,
seeing
thumbs.
them. Where's all the thumbs
Rowan,
up?
where's your thumbs? The more thumbs up our video has, the more that YouTube will share it, and we'll get to see it. So that's awesome.
Did the chat do it, or did you scroll?
I'm scrolling. Sorry, I thought I saw something that I hadn't read yet, and I was like 47, 48, 48, 53, 52. That's good. That's good. Thank you guys. Part-time Permy says, don't sell yourself short. The market people here say no less than $4 a dozen. Well, what's funny is it was a ladies homestead group that I was meeting up with, and there were like 5 different people who sold at markets. 3 of them sold at the same market, and they said that the one that sold for 4, one sold for 5, and one sold for 6. The one that sold for 4 would sell out first. Then the one that sold for 5 would sell out next. The one that sold for 6 still sold out. Eggs are hot at the market, and I'm going January 30th to get my candler's license so that I can sell them at the farmers markets. I can sell them from my home all day long with no licenses or certifications or anything. But to go to the farmers market, I have to pass an egg handling test. Like, I don't know how to handle eggs. I've had chickens for 15 years, people. I can teach that class. But they finally have one on the calendar. Not on the calendar, though. The Georgia Department of Agriculture has not updated their calendar. I only found out it was on the calendar because I called the extension office to beg them to host a class. And they said that a couple counties over is going to be having one. So it's a little bit of a drive, but it's not bad. Most of the classes have been so far away I haven't been able to go.
Wow. No.
Kristen Gibson says, duck eggs here go for $7 for a dozen. Chicken eggs are cheap, though, because I live in the Amish community, and they all have stands with chicken eggs for $2 a dozen. Duck eggs go for $10 a dozen here. So that sounds right, $7 for a half dozen. And I'm really hoping that our duck eggs can be a hot thing for us, because none of my friends that are farmers are selling well, I do have one friend that's selling duck eggs, but they only do on the farm sales. They don't go to farmers markets.
I hear a lot of people that are like, duck eggs, what do I do with them? What do you do with any egg? They're really good to cook with, though. That's what I tell people.
And they're great in baking. I don't like them as much as chicken eggs for scrambled or hard-boiled, because the texture is just a little bit different. They're a little bit more rubbery almost, which makes them great for baking. So anytime I make pancakes, waffles, or bread, or anything, I use eggs. When I made meatloaf the other night, I used the duck eggs. I keep trying to say your name's wrong, I think. Driandy? Rose, you're such a sweet woman. Ryan and your children are great. I love y'all's content and your live feed. If there's any seeds y'all would like to obtain, let me know. I'd love to send you some kids' clothing size. I would love some seeds. Anything that's edible, medicinal, rare, or heirloom, I pretty much will grow it. I love growing different things. And the kids are, I would say Liam's probably size 3 by now, because he doesn't really fit his 2 sizes that good anymore. So 3 for him and 5, 6 for Rowan. Rowan's got a petite size, so even though he's 5, He's not really the 6'7" shirts fit him fine, but with pants it's a little he's a petite. But I hope my duck eggs are a hot commodity, Kristen. And you know what's funny is I asked the egg kindling police about if duck eggs and quail eggs were covered, and they were like, "Yeah, duck eggs are covered, but I don't think quail eggs are." And I was like, "Why not?" They're eggs. The eggs are eggs. And then the Georgia Department of Agriculture, I grilled them. I finally got an email saying that quail eggs are not covered by the egg handling license, and you have to have a food permit. Why? I have no idea. I think it's very unfair. So I'm going to have to target my chefs for the quail eggs instead of bringing them to market with me, because there's no way I can get a food license. That's like, you have to have like a certified kitchen or something to do that. Like, it's a lot of restrictions.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It is. It doesn't make any sense.
Eggs are eggs. My only theory is sometimes when you see quail eggs for sale, sometimes you see the tops cut off of them already. Maybe that's a reason, because that's like then you're actually handling the food. But that's just my theory. I don't know that's the real reason or not.
Rocky Brook Farm says we used to pickle the duck eggs. I'm gonna pickle the quail eggs. I have a lot of friends who said that that's one of their favorite things. A lot of Southerners like it, so I'm definitely gonna try that. Egg handling, please. Yes. So Noah's Ark, I noticed earlier I meant to answer. You asked egg handling. I don't know if you were asking that because you thought it was ridiculous or because you didn't know what it was. So to candle an egg is to hold a flashlight to it and look inside and make sure that there's no embryo developing, and to make sure that there's no cracks in the egg. So that's one of the reasons why they have you do that. But what's funny is Ryan worked for a farm that sold eggs at all the farmers markets, and they never once had him go to a candling class. They had the candling license, but they weren't the ones doing the egg sorting, and they never told him to candle a single egg. And yet they are selling them left and right for $8 a dozen, mind you. So yeah, you just never know. It's just a formality. Deb Kettleson says duck eggs make the best noodles. They are yellow and richer in flavor when cooked. That is so true. I actually got a pasta machine for Christmas last year that I had asked for 5 years. What have I done with it, Ryan? What pasta have I made?
I'm waiting for you to tell
me. Nothing
yet.
I've had it for a year. Begged for it for 5 years, and I haven't made pasta yet. Doesn't that make you sad?
At W6 Wonders says good night, guys.
Oh, so, good night. Thank you for joining.
Nice chatting with you.
You had some really great interactions. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Liam singing you the song of his people.
Restaurants do love duck eggs. And there's a Thai restaurant right up the street that several people have told me are looking for duck eggs. Right? Rocky Brook, are quails not a bird? Like, come on. It's the same thing. Same exact thing. There's nothing different about it. Good night. I already said good night to you. Thank you for coming. Papa's Hobby Homestead, hello. Welcome. That's interesting, part-time permies. You have people selling quail eggs. Do they also sell other food products like they would have a food license? Or is Georgia Department of Agriculture just backwards? They are backwards about a lot of stuff. I mean, just the fact that I have to have a candling license is pretty backwards. Pappardelle. She wants me to make some pappardelle. Honey, is that easy to make? Is it something that can be made in the pasta maker? I just have, the simple, basic one.
Is it easier to make than it is to say?
I hope so. But I also got the ravioli press, too, so that I can make raviolis. They were being sold from farms. Interesting. I might have to look up Michigan is right, Michigan state laws on that because I'm kind of interested. Wide noodles. Wide noodles I could do because if I just rolled it out in one big flat noodle and then took the pizza cutter and rolled it across it, it would make some nice big wide noodles. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great evening, Mike Carey.
Bye.
Rose, do you know if baked goods need special license or permit to be sold at Homestead of America's conference in October? I don't know specifically about the conference, but I know that here, our state laws for baked goods is as long as it doesn't have to be refrigerated. If it doesn't have cream cheese or cheese in it or something that makes it go bad, then it can be sold at the farmers markets without any special license. So you could probably contact Amy and find out. She would definitely have an answer for you on that. Brian should print and sell some of his pictures at the market. They are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I agree. You know, somebody, it might have been you, but commented on the Mrs. Duck, the snow video with Mrs. Duck. You're so cute. And said that he should enter his photos in contest. I think so too. I totally do. And not only that, but my daughter paints. Can you grab that painting down off the shelf? And I would like to have her do these little prints. There's some on the other fireplace mantle if you want to grab one of them. And I would love to have, oh, actually, go in the lobby and grab the pepper one. The pepper one that's on the sewing machine. That's more relatable to our topic. Bossing him around. So my daughter paints, and she's extremely talented, and she is amazing. And I thought that having her paint farm type stuff would be really cool and selling at the market as well. And she would like that. She would enjoy it.
Does anybody recognize that?
Does anybody recognize this? Good question, Ryan.
Does
anybody know what this scene is? There are homesteading laws everywhere. We can't bring our pasta without a temporary food license in the state. Wow. And yet you have quail able to be sold. Hey, Kitty's Homestead. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Well, except for the other night. Briefly. I was in and out. Glad you could join us. So this is one of her other paintings that she made for me. And I really like this one. And I think she could do this with like all different vegetables. So she's very, very talented.
What?
You have to pay $5 for a license to sell eggs. That's easy. Our license is free for the eggs, luckily, for the kindling license. But you have to go through an entire day of class and take the test at the end. Even though the entire class, guess what it is? You ready? It's a PowerPoint presentation. No instruction at all. Why can't I do that online and then go to the office and spend 5 minutes taking the test? It's crazy. Part-time permies. Ding, ding, ding. You're the winner. What did she win, Ryan? It's our lake. The first painting that we showed was our lake. Salvage some of the wood from the old barn house and make some rustic frames. Ooh, that's a great idea. We've been trying to think what we can do with some of that old barn wood.
We've thought about doing frames before. We just haven't got around to doing it. We're pretty busy with all the stuff going on.
Yeah, that is part of our problem is we are so busy with so much stuff that we have to do. I hope that everything's okay with you, Kitty. I'm not up to date on what's going on with you as far as life and packing, so I hope it's all going well. Ryan should also sell online. That's a great idea. Like we said, it's funny because getting the ginger orders together and shipping them out was really hard on me. It took up a lot more time than I thought it was going to. But I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this. I got to get this done. And it took a lot longer than I thought it would to get it all done, but we finally got it done. So I'm hoping that each thing that we attack, each project gets a little bit easier on us.
Did you say buy food forest permaculture?
Bye, Food Forest Permaculture. I hope you have a great night. If you add a teaspoon of baking powder to the noodles and roll them a bit thicker, they puff up like dumplings. Whoa, that sounds so good. Hey, read my comment too. Wasn't Ryan's snow video of your lake? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Susie. I wasn't ignoring you. I'm sorry.
We'd like to feature the lake. It's a really awesome view out there. It's a great backdrop for our homestead. And there's property behind there that you guys haven't seen because we're not doing anything back there. I go hunt back there and we go hiking sometimes, but we should go back there and let you guys see that sometime.
Kitty, you're coming to Georgia? Yay! Maybe we should do a Georgia meetup here, Ryan.
Water.
Yeah, water. Oh, don't touch it.
We have cottage law also, but only can sell to people, not store or restaurants. Yeah, the cottage law here, that covers jams and jellies, pretty much. It doesn't cover a whole lot. There's so many restrictions on everything else that it's just not even worth even trying almost. Oh my goodness, is it already 9:05?
Oh wow, we've been going for an hour and 6 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun. This is like social hour for us.
And you know what's funny is when I said, hey, let's do it on Friday night, I was worried that people wouldn't be interested because Friday nights is when people are usually doing their social time. But I was like, psh, we're homesteaders. The rest of y'all hanging out at the bar like most people. You're home and resting after a week of homesteading. And so what better way to enjoy the week by having a community gathering here online as a live show. So I'm really enjoying this time that we have picked. I hope that all of you guys are enjoying it too and that you'll continue to come back every Friday. This has really been a great deal of fun for us. Go for Green Living just showed up. Hello. YB Family Farm, cottage law allow me to sell syrup. However, I'm supposed to label it as such. Interesting. Syrup would be fun. And I think honey. Did I find out? I think the Department of Agriculture was very unsure about what the cottage law would cover, if it covered honey or not. Honey was a question mark. And this was in a farm business class put on with the Georgia Department of Agriculture representative there, and he didn't know. It's a little frustrating for a farmer when the people who make the rules don't even know what they are. Creating Essence says homesteaders don't have social lives. No, that's why we all start YouTube channels. Because that's where we make all of our friends. I have made more friends on YouTube this year than I have made in the past 10 years of my life altogether. Hands down. And some of the highest quality friends, too. I love you guys. I like the video up Friday on live, too, Kristen. Eating dinner and watching you, Paula Eden said. That's great. I think that's cool. Don't apologize for being late. Go for Green Living. You were probably working on the homestead. So we're just socializing here, but we're going to have to sign off because we're not supposed to go over an hour. It's considered bad manners.
Who says that?
I don't know. I think the YouTube police.
Yeah.
There is a separate certification for honey, maple syrup, etc. Interesting.
I think it's better than what's on TV.
If they don't know, they can't ding you for it. That's so true. I'm sorry.
She was cooking and eating dinner while watching this. Much better than what's on TV, Deb Kettleson says. I agree.
Do you know who Deb is?
The
spicy chili.
Oh.
Oh,
that's good stuff.
That spicy chili powder you sent us. It's one of our favorites. Wholesome, will you be doing 8 p.m. Fridays from now on? Yes, Kitty. I sent you a request to update the website for that about last week sometime. I don't know who says. Who says you're not supposed to go over an hour? Mean a troll slayer. Going over? I won't tell if you don't. Good night, Creating S's. Thank you so much for joining us. It was lovely having you. Yes, our weekend is going to be warm. It's going to be nice. I think we're going to enjoy it. YouTube is way better than TV, Noah's Ark. That's true, part-time permies. If there's other channels coming live after you, it's best to stop. I don't know that anybody else does a Friday live stream at all. I think there was some people doing Friday live, but I haven't seen them post in a while, so I'm not sure if that's still current. Browncoat Homestead, okay, then lock up those YouTube, please. I'd rather watch you for several hours. Oh, that's so sweet. And, Browncoat, I just want to say, I want to publicly thank you. You have been going back and watching all of our old videos. That is amazing and so appreciated. But what's even more amazing is that you're commenting on them with genuine comments. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. Okay, Kitty. Yeah, I sent it to the link that was on the website that said if you want to add a show, add it here. As well as Trisha did too. Trisha from Willow Creek Homestead. She was telling you about her Thursday 8 p.m. show, and she said she had sent you that as well, that information. Dreaded D. I'm really enjoying the time y'all take out of y'all's life to do this live stream and your videos. I look forward to your videos every day. Thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does help me want to make videos when I see everybody's comments and how much they're enjoying it. So I appreciate that. YouTube doesn't pay us. I mean, it's ridiculous, but you guys pay us with your love, and that makes it worthwhile. That's awesome, Daisy a day. Since becoming addicted to YouTube, we canceled our cable TV, saving us $150 a month.
Wow.
Wow. We pay $20 a month for our cable. But it's the basic little baby package.
Yeah. We have a Roku thing, and it has like 20 channels or something.
That's interesting. We should have guests. I would not know how to do that with the technology thing. I barely know how to get my chat screen to come up with my OBS screen of watching myself talk to you guys. It's kind of been interesting. YouTube and Netflix for me too. Pawpaw's Homestead. That's all we do pretty much. I might put my pawpaw seeds in this weekend if it's warm enough. Ooh, that's a good idea. We should probably try to stagger, put a few out now into the soil and see how they germinate, putting them right into the ground. I have a spot between the pond and the garden that's covered with black plastic, and I was thinking if I cut a hole in the black plastic and cover it with mulch and put some fruit trees, fruit bushes, fruit plants of any kind, that would be really good soil to do that in. And the pawpaws would do really well because they love to be by water. Whoops. What happened? Where'd it go? Whenever I touch my scroll wheel, it jumps. I can't help it. I just love watching all your old videos. Thank you, Browncoat. Some of them aren't the best quality and a little unedited, but I got better as time went on, and hopefully we'll get even better still. I've had a lot of people make suggestions about my channel, so if you guys have any recommendations of ways we could do better, some people like the long videos, but some people don't. Some people like more fine-tuned editing, and I just haven't put that time into it to go through and delete the ums and delete the spaces where there's long pauses, because it takes so much time to edit as it is that I'm like, is it worth it? So what do you guys think? Quality wise, does it help you watch a video? Would that improve? Would that get us more views and more subscribers? If you have any suggestions for what we could do on the technical side, please let us know. Or for content too. I feel like most people have really enjoyed our content, though. Like, I haven't heard any complaints there. How to homestead with Scarlet Damon. You just clicked on. We are actually supposed to be done 13 minutes ago, so I'm trying to keep up with the comments and not miss anybody. So I don't want to just go bye and then have like 10 comments that didn't get responded to. Yeah, Ryan, I just love the video you did on your new fencing and where you got it. It was very informative. Yeah, I didn't tell you. He commented about the video when you added the new section and the different posts that you had. You know what's funny is you left that comment on that video today, and right below it was Premier One's comment on that video because I had sent it to them in an email. Today, I filmed a video, a vlog, and Premier One is very featured in the vlog. And in the vlog, I even said I should send this to Premier One. And then your comment popped up in my notifications on the video. And I was like, whoa, synchronicity? Meant to be. We love our goats too. They are our babies. They really are. We had our friend Dave over for dinner tonight. And he is the one who gave us most of our goats. And I was telling him, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have goats. I could never go back to not having goats. It's impossible. There's no way. I don't think he would either. Netflix is $14. We hitchhike off of Ryan's parents' Netflix, so luckily we don't have to pay. But, you know, it's a family package that they bought so that they can share it with their kids. Oh my gosh, I keep looking at the numbers of people watching, and there's still a bunch of you watching, so I feel bad just like being like, boy!
I know, I thought when the number got down below 30, I was like, now's a good time to sign off, and it is time to do that. And then I've seen it go up, and now it went up like into the 30s again.
Deb Kettleson, we are supposed to get stuff off of those Amazon links, but I have not seen it. I don't think they're working. I think Amazon's crazy. I've never gotten a paycheck from Amazon, and I've had Amazon links on my description for over a year. So I don't know if they're working. Plus, I've sent Amazon links to people I know and said, please use it. And they've used it and nothing came through. But Amazon says that if they detect that you know the person, they won't make a payment to you. And I'm like, that's silly. So they could have done that because it was my mom and we had the same last name, you know, or middle name. I'm going to plant half of them and try to start half of them. The ones I'm going to plant are going under some of my trees in the leaf mulch. Pawpaws love shade. They love shade, Cindy, but be careful. Don't give them too much shade or you'll have no fruit. I planted my pawpaws in full sun down in the orchard, and they survived. And they haven't started fruiting yet, but we'll see. I've seen pawpaws growing in the wild in a good amount of sunlight and have a lot of fruit on them. I've seen pawpaws in the wild growing in the shade, and they have hardly any fruit. So be careful not to give them too much shade or you won't have a lot of fruit. The pawpaw farmers in New England that my mom has gone and visit have them in full sun as well. FYI. I'm glad you love the goat videos, Kitty. They're some of my favorites to make. I sometimes get sidetracked and realize that I've done 10 goat videos in a row and nothing else. And I'm like, ooh, I better diversify a little bit. It does take a lot of time to edit like that, part-time permies. That's why I haven't been cutting all the little ums and ahs and spaces, because that would take me a long time to sit there and carefully zooming in on that space and seeing where I need to cut. That would be a lot of work. The ducks are doing great. Mrs. Duck is awesome. Suburban Hillbilly. Hey, when'd you come in? Hi.
Mrs. Duck is awesome.
She's our baby. So glad. And it's so funny because, first of all, Ryan never wanted ducks, period. He's not a duck person. He didn't want them. But he got to like them once we got them. But then But then when my friend contacted me and asked if I could take Mrs. Duck because she wasn't doing good on her farm, um, because she got a swimming pool. That didn't work out well for Mrs. Duck. Mrs. Duck wanted to be in the swimming pool and they wanted to be in it, and that's gross. So anyway, he was like, "No, why are you getting another duck? Are you serious?" And then he met her. And I was like, "Honey, this is a nice duck. This is really handled by its people. When you're starting out, unedited videos with good thumbnails is better than over edited videos." Well, yeah. Content is great. I like the length of your videos. Okay, that's good to know because I know some people have a hard time with the longer ones. What do you mean? I'm confused. When you're starting out, unedited videos. So as long as it has a good thumbnail, is that what you mean?
I guess when you're starting, like if you're new to it, I guess.
Oh, if you're a new channel. We only have 200 watts of solar, so not much TV. Oh, that's hard. I struggle with the thought of the dream or the fantasy of being off grid, but then I think about all of the things I'm addicted to with technology and electricity, and it's hard for me to really picture us ever being to that point. I would like to get some solar panels at some point when we own a home that I can supplement our energy use, because I do think that we use too much energy. I'll be sending y'all a care package in the next week. Hope all goes well for you and your family. Rose, you have helped me with my goats and learning to garden. It means the world to me. Thank you. That is so sweet of you, Drianity. My goats are due to kid in weeks. This is my first time, Amy. Yay, baby goats. I wish mine were kidding now. I miss baby goats. I want some baby goats. I hope everything goes well, and please contact me. You can send me a message on Facebook if you are having any complications, and I will more than likely get the message. If you do it on Facebook, I 99% of the time have it open on my phone. Hey, don't apologize for not editing. You know, I didn't edit any of my videos when I first started doing videos. And they still did well and got me up to where I am now. And it's, you know, you go in stages and you go in steps and you do what you can. Go for green leaving. Y'all could join me in some other bigger channels. We are shouting out smaller YouTubers that will get hurt by the new rules. I made a video yesterday. I will put y'all in my playlist.
That's cool.
That is cool. I'll definitely think about that. I've got actually something I'm working on in my mind and partially started working on it on Facebook to connect some dots that I think are really important for this new rule and how I could truly help. Sorry, there's a fruit fly. How I could truly help and impact channels. I have a plan in my mind of what I want to do to help. So that's a great plan, and we might join you. But if we don't feel like it's because we don't care, we really do care. And we're working on a plan. Well, I am. He works too much to have all these plans.
Drian, I'd watch
If you
I'd watch if you had complete silence. I thought about doing a video with no talking.
I actually edited a video today, and I was going to put it up today, but then I was like, oh, wait, we're going live today, so that would be 2 videos in one day. Maybe I should wait. It's just us playing in the snow. That's it. And I put music over it. It's just a bonus video, just for fun. At first I was thinking I would only share it on my personal Facebook page for family to see, but then I was like, this is cute. Why not? My viewers might really enjoy just watching some music set to us having a snowball fight. It was a lot of fun, so watch out for that one. Amazon cut me off twice saying I didn't have enough viewers. I'm on my 3rd try. Part-time Burmese, that's weird. That's weird because I mean, even when I only had 300 subscribers, they didn't do anything about me not having much happening. So that's weird. I think they might just be pocketing the money that comes through from me. I don't trust them right now. And I don't have the time to fuss with it and email them and just whatever. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think once I get, if I get bigger, then I would worry about it more. Because I know that like Justin Rhodes and a lot of other channels, they diversify their income by using things like Amazon and stuff. And, you know, I was just watching one of his recent videos and he was like, and my Instant Pot, and there's a link down below if you want to buy one, check it out. And I was like, why don't I do that in my videos? I'd probably get way more people buying stuff with my Amazon links if I did that. Because I've always got something in my hand that I could purchase on Amazon, you know, whether it's a pair of pruning shears or a, you know, I don't know, some other gardening tool. I'm getting tired. The seeds I have are from ones in the deep woods. Ooh, that sounds exciting. The seeds I have, I got from Scott Light. I don't know if you know him. He's in the permaculture world. I think we're going to have to go soon. My eyes are starting to
Yeah, we've gone
cross.
Our encore's gone on 25 minutes now.
The encore. My most watched video, 35,000 views, is just me crocheting a poncho to music. No how to, no talking, just music. Go figure. 35,000 views. You go, Susie. That sounds awesome. Huh.
I think I need to start crocheting.
I want to. I just need somebody to teach me. The first time is scary, but God made these creatures and they know what to do. That is so true, Vanessa Crabtree. They usually do handle it just fine on their own as long as they were bred to the correct size buck and they're a generally healthy animal. They're going to deliver those baby goats just fine with no help. I went from using YouTube Editor, then Windows Movie Maker, and now Corel Video. I went from YouTube Editor to Premiere Pro, and I noticed a big jump in quality in my videos, making that kind of a jump. It really helped. All right. All right. I think we're going to step out now. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next Friday and be watching for the snow play day. And we love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Please come back and see us again.
This was fun.
Sorry we went over so far.
I don't think we need to apologize. I think most people were happy about it.
I know.
Rowan wants to say bye, everybody. We hope you guys have a great weekend.
Bye.
Be on the lookout for our upcoming videos. And get all your friends to like and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff.
Snow play day. We did that. Rowan said, Rowan helped me editing it. So when I was editing it, he titled the video and he told me what to do and how to do it. So he picked the music and everything.
I got a Minions Speckle Me shirt.
Yep, he does have a Minion shirt. Thank you guys for all your support. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.